All right, so I'm on vacation. What I really want to do is just, I'm in the Philippines right now, so I'm going to be uploading a whole bunch of content. But I just want to talk about the importance of just trying to tell your kids to really just encourage them to go in the right direction as far as just preparing them for the next level. And that's something I've really been working on. Like, ever since I was in Houston, I've been working on my kids just cleaning the bathtub. And I also been having them like sweep and mop and stuff like that. Since my older son just turned 11 on January the 22nd, it's just about preparing him to get ready for the next level in life. And I really am just so excited and thrilled about that. And the reason why is just simply because I want him to have an opportunity to just become a better kid as he grows older. And I also just want to pay them, because one of the things I was doing is I was thinking about getting some type of like person just to clean, like a maid to clean my apartment before I had left. But then I came with this idea and I was reading and stuff, and I was like, all right, I got to find out a way to clean my apartment, but how can I clean it without spending like $100 and something every like 2, 3 weeks? And since I give my kids like the first, third, and fifth of each month, I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to have them clean the apartment. And it really works out good because it teaches them about money. It teaches them just to have skills and stuff like that. Have skills and know how to do certain things in life. Because once the kids have skills, they're really able to have opportunities to get jobs and stuff like that. So the importance of just teaching them like about money and stuff. And I think that's an important thing. Once you teach your kids about money, it'll really just help you move in the right direction as far as being a better parent. And not only that, one of the things is, oh man, I might have to go back and edit this part. But once you do that, you can teach them about money, and it really shows them like, hey, you have an opportunity just to use your skills to make money. And one of the things I'm doing is I'm going to teach them how to save, and I'm also going to teach them like how they need to spend their money and stuff like that, on what they want to spend it on, and just creating some type of spreadsheet. And that's something I really just want to focus on, is having them create the necessary skills and tools that they need. So once they get older in life, they're able to have the proper skills. And another thing I'm doing is I'm having them like wash dishes around the house. Like my younger son, he can put plates up and stuff. He may not necessarily be able to wash them all the way, which is okay. But what he can do is he can put up the plates and stuff. And I think that's important, just to have him be able to put up the plates. And I think that'll work. So my older son kind of helps out as far as washing the dishes itself. And then my older son washes the dishes, and my younger son more so puts up the plates and stuff. And then my younger son, what he does is he also puts up the shoes that are by the door and stuff like that to kind of organize it. And I think as parents, that's something that we really need to dive into, is just really thinking about, okay, what skills do our kids have? Because we want the kids to have skills, yes, but we also want them to have the necessary tools that they need just to be better. And that's something that we want. As parents, you should be encouraged to really have your kids have that type of opportunity, just to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to have my kids learn how to do these certain things. So once they get married, whether they're on their own or they're married or they're just single, they know how to cook, they know how to clean, they know how to wash dishes, and they know how to take care of themselves. And that's an important thing, because I think when I was growing up, I knew how to like cook eggs and stuff like that, fry eggs, but I never really knew how to do a lot of other stuff past that, which I think my parents still to this day, I think they did a phenomenal job. And I really appreciate everything they've done. And I've always told my mom, you've done a fabulous job of just raising me. And she's always like, Christopher, I thank you for that. And I'm so happy that she was there to really support me and lead and guide me in the right direction. So that's just something I think is really good. So once you get that done, you can have that kind of opportunity. Since my dad is dead, I can't really thank him, but if he was here, I would thank him. And I think that's a good thing. You want to be able to thank your parents for all that they do, because sometimes I don't think we realize, sometimes as parents, the sacrifices our parents really made, we don't see that sometimes until we get older in life, until we have our own kids. And once we have our own kids, we're able to see that, man, you know what? My mom and dad, they worked so hard and made all these sacrifices to really put food on the table and make sure that we had gas in the car. They got me to school. They helped me out with my homework and stuff. And even another thing that I'm doing now is I'm having my son write a book report, my older son. I had him read 10 pages. 10 pages of this book is called the Weapons of Mass Instruction, which is talking about the educational system and how it basically is going now. And I think the way that it's going is that people should really have their kids do book reports so that they're able to read on the academic level that they're on. And I think that's an important situation. And I also have my older son focus on his handwriting and stuff. That's another important aspect that I look at too. And I think those things are important skills. And I really believe that kids should learn how to add, subtract, and divide, know how to do those things, read and write arithmetics on a basic level. So that way, once they get to a certain stage, they're able to keep going on in life. Oh man, a bug got in my ear. But they're able to keep on going on in life to see like what they want to read from there. Because one of the things my son asked me, he said, "Dad," I was like, "What?" He was like, "Okay, after I finish this book report, can I read whatever books I want?" And I said, "Yeah, of course. Let's just start off with this book here. We're going to do, you read 10 pages, and after you're done, you can just read it, and then you tell me what it was about." And he said, "Okay." So after he was done with that, he reads the pages, and then he lets me know what it's about. And I said, "Did you like it?" He said, "Yeah, he liked it." So I was happy about that he really liked it. And it was such an exciting thing just to see, for him to say, "Yeah, Dad, I really like this, and I really enjoyed it and stuff." So I was happy about that. And that's something I just want to teach y'all. Have your kids to read and have the opportunity to know how to read, because I know your kids know how to read, and just encourage them. And that's the skills that, I really just want to encourage my kids to have, is how to read, add, divide, and subtract, know how to wash dishes, know how to cook, know how to clean. And I think that's something that has really helped me out a lot, is that I don't necessarily depend on really anybody. And one of the problems I do have to admit I do have is that I'm hyper independent, which is something I had to figure out. And I didn't even know I was hyper independent. It's just where you don't really rely on anybody and you don't really trust them to do anything for you. It can be bad and it could be good, depending on the situation. But for me, I would really say that sometimes it does hurt me, because at work I need to ask for help getting certain things done from my coworker, and she's always happy to help me. And I always thank her for helping me, because it's hard for me to ask for help growing up as an only child. And I think that's something that it still has helped me, because I'm able to just get stuff done. I really don't depend on anybody. And sometimes that's just how situations are. That people depend on certain situations, they depend on people, and I don't depend on them. I cook my own food. I cook my own food for my kids. I cook my own food for myself, and it's something that has just really helped me. And I think kids should learn how to do that. And I'm not saying they shouldn't depend on other people, because we do, and I tell people that all the time. Whether you realize it or not, we all depend on people, and that's something we have to really take into consideration, is that we all do depend on people. And what I mean by that is sometimes we don't even realize that we depend on people. And I'll give you the example of that. Like, let's say when you get on the bus, if you get on the bus and you go to work, you depend on that bus driver. You don't even know that bus driver. That's the thing. That's the crazy part about it, is you have no idea who this bus driver is. And you get on this bus and you expect him to get you from point A to point B. Another good example, when I get on the airplane, there's maybe a couple hundred people on the airplane. I don't even know I have no idea who this pilot is flying the plane. But I know that he's supposed to get me from point A to point B. I anticipate that he didn't smoke, he didn't drink before he had this flight, and he's able to stay coherent enough to get me from point A to point B. And these are things we depend on people. And sometimes we don't even realize that we do rely on other people, and we trust these people to get us certain places. So I just want to tell you that, sometimes we have to teach our kids how to depend on certain people in certain aspects of life, but we also want to teach them to be independent in certain situations, depending on what the situation allows and gives us. And overall, I just want to tell y'all, just enjoy y'all's day. I'm happy because I'm still uploading content. I have a couple other ideas that I want to upload while I'm out here. I want to show y'all some different things. I'm thinking about some parenting stuff. I don't want to give away too much, but I'm working on some stuff. So I'm so excited, and I'm happy because I just really love creating content. I really, really do. And it's really a passion of mine. I just enjoy creating great content just to help each and every single one of you as parents, fathers, mothers, daughters. I mean, no matter where you come from, race, religion, background, transgender, gender, gay, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just all about creating wonderful, great content just to help you be the best parent that you could be. And I just want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all's day. And I got more videos coming. I'm enjoying myself. Enjoy the rest of y'all's day. Peace.